Hello, hello, my name is Emery, and welcome to the very first vlog of my very first Tour de Fleece. So this vlog is starting out about a week before Tour de Fleece officially started, so let's just get going with it. It is currently June 25th, and I just finished spinning my Sailor Pluto yarn. I could not help myself, but I just finished spinning the singles for this, so I'm going to cake them up so that I can spin them together into a single skein. And then I have been trying to prepare a whole bunch of floof for Tour de Fleece. So I have my last 3 Sailor Moon yarn floofs in here. All of my finished yarn is in here. It's K-pop Dan Hunter yarn. And then I have a whole bunch of floof for a Brazilian lemonade, like green and yellow yarn. And I just took apart some yarns, so now I have all of these singles that I could incorporate into something else, or I could just use it as a single by itself. I have a whole bunch of like fun different kinds, so if you guys have any ideas, let me know, because I'm planning on spinning a whole bunch in July. But yeah, let's see what happens. So this is my selection of wool for the next set of floofs, I guess, that I'm gonna make. So I just basically pulled everything from my stash. So this is actually like needle felting wool, so it's probably just American wool. And then we're gonna mix that in with a whole bunch of merino. This is actually some of the purple that I used for Rumi. If you haven't seen that, this is what's left. So we're gonna throw that in. This is also felting wool, or like needle felting. It's a little messed up. Both of these are about 1 ounce. I got this whole pack of pinks and purples, and these are also merino, so you can see how much actually comes in that little bag. So I'm gonna mix in all of these purples and blues together. When I'm making the floofs, I'm gonna try to make sure that all of them have a base of this navy, just because I have the most of it. And I'm pretty sure that this is either Cordil or Cormo or something like that, so I need to double check that. And then this is, I'm pretty sure that this is one of the first singles I ever did. It's pretty uneven, but what I'm gonna do is, as I'm carding, I'm just going to pull them apart and then put these little pieces just in there, so that we'll have some nice like little chunky bits. And then this is silk, so I'm gonna be putting in some silk. I don't know if I'm gonna use all of this because it is so special and so soft, but I want to put that in there. So yeah, let's get carding. Oh, I also forgot to mention, because I'm thinking about doing this with releasing this with some other yarns that I've spun that I'm naming after like ocean themes, and all of them have this mohair in it, but I don't have that much left. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna cut this up into little strips, and then similar with this, I'm just gonna spread it throughout, so then we get little bits of soft merino or mohair. That's right, soft little bits of mohair in there as well. So I'm gonna start with cutting that up, and then we'll get started. In. Nicked myself a little bit, but it'll be okay. As is with most hand injuries, it started bleeding more than I thought, so now we have Cat Noir keeping us company while we card. So I have this. This was part of the very generous garbage bag full of fiber and yarn and things, and I don't know what this is. It is so soft. I have honestly been a little scared to take it out. I think what I'm going to do is take out the tissue paper and then oh my gosh, this is so soft. It feels like I'm not touching anything. Like it feels the same softness as silk. Like this is beautiful. I have no clue what this is. I'm gonna take out the tissue paper and then I'm probably gonna card this so that I can spin it. And I'll try to spin it pretty consistently and pretty thin. I anticipate it being a challenge to spin. I'm gonna start just putting it in my little box, and I'll start carding it, and I'll just do a time lapse. But I'm not gonna be as rough with this one as I usually am, just because I want to try to keep it very straight if possible. Like I really want to try to keep this laying really nicely and not have like little lumps and bumps in there. I don't know if this is like Angora bunny or something, because there's not like a cutoff point, so I have no clue what this is. If anybody has any ideas, any theories, I would love to hear it. I've heard alpaca is really soft. I hear Angora is really soft, but I haven't felt it, so I don't know. I am very excited that I have a whole box full of this floof that I get to spin. I'm so excited. So yeah, so let's get carding. So I have my first bat. Honestly, I could fill it up a little bit more, but I'm gonna see if I can pull this out, because when I was trying to do it before, it was not wanting to come out. And I don't know, well, because I don't know what fiber this is, I don't know how you're supposed to prepare it, but I feel like to a certain extent there's not really like a wrong way. Like there's easier ways, there's harder ways, there's preferred ways, and so I'm just gonna try. Ooh, okay, it is not like that. Alright, so this is what the top looks like. I guess it is so soft. And then the bottom, I just want to try to keep this as like nice as possible, because the fibers are so short in comparison to the wool that I usually spin with. We're just gonna keep this real simple. real nice, if I can help it. You kind of got it. Yeah, kind of got a little conch shell shape. I'm gonna find a bag. I'm gonna put this in there. Actually, I might unroll it and I might just fold it. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna fold it. This is too much. The fibers don't want to be rolled like that. There we go. Fold. It's gonna go in a bag. And I scratched the surface on this. Like, look at how much more is in here. So this is going to be a project. I'm probably going to work on this another day because I have other things that I have to do today. I didn't think it was going to take this long, but I am excited that I'm going to have a whole bunch of fiber to use for a real fun and soft spin. I'll check back in next time I plan to work on this. Today is July 5th. It's the first official day of Tour de Fleece. So I'm out at a park. I have my spinning wheel, got some coffee. My friend is sitting next to me, but she doesn't want to be in it. And then I have all of my Brazilian lemonade bundles ready to go. And so we're just gonna start spinning and see how much I can do today. So this is how much we got done today, and I still have a few more tufts to do, so I might finish that later today or maybe tomorrow. But this is how much we got done. It's getting really hot, and yeah, I really like how all the colors are coming out. I really wanted to get all the different greens that are in a line, like the outside and also like the inside, like the fleshy part. So I think it's gonna look really cool. July 7th. I am just winding up my singles for my Sailor Saturn yarn, and so I spun the single for this yesterday, and I also finished spinning the singles for my Brazilian lemonade. I'm going to pair this with a white cotton, just so then I get as much yardage as possible out of it, but I love the colors. I love all the greens that came out. So cool. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna finish spinning this one today, but I'm going to try to. So for Tour de Fleece, I'm planning on keeping track of all of my yarn in here. I do have a full spreadsheet that I use for all of my yarn, but I'm gonna do this one just for Tour de Fleece. So I'm not exactly sure what stats are used, so I'm just going to try to keep track of everything so that I can also, if I do this again next year, then I can compare my stats. I can try to spend more, all that jazz. So I'm just going to start with keeping track of the names because I only have 2 bobbins full of singles, and then I'm gonna spin them a little bit differently. So I don't have all of the numbers yet for like the weight the yardage, all that jazz. So let's just start with that. So what I'm thinking of is, because the Brazilian lemonade, I'm going to spin it with a commercial yarn. So I'll be able to see how long the single is and then the final amount of spinning, thinking about like from fiber to yarn versus if I just spin commercial yarn together. I'm probably gonna do just what the single is, what the final skein was. I'll keep track also of the ounces in here, and then maybe I'll make a note on the side. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna keep track of everything in here, and then yeah, we'll just keep going. I have a lot of wool that I want to spin this week because I'm actually going to be going out of town and I don't have enough space to bring my spinning wheel. On another note, I need to fix one of my bobbins actually. I was using this bobbin for my Sailor Saturn, and it's not that the bobbin itself is broken, but I made this leader way too short when I first made it, but it also took a really long time for it to get this soft. And I really have found that I like using this leather cording instead of using yarn or like 6-ply cotton. I really like using this more because it doesn't twist or untwist, and like you're not worrying about the fibers like breaking down and then they're gonna snap. Like when this breaks down, it just gets soft. I cut a little extra piece here. It's a little stiff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to tie them together and basically just give myself a couple more inches, because right now when I feed this through, it just like barely comes out of the orifice, or like the little hole, and it's really difficult to start. So we are just going to do that, and I really want to make sure this is not going to go anywhere. Cut this down pretty short so we don't have too much extra bulk. So now this knot is a little bit bulkier, but I don't think it'll be a problem because I don't think it's going to get far enough to get close to the orifice. This is basically just going to wrap around here. Okay, so we ended up getting a really bulky knot anyways, but that's okay. I put them all the way at the end of one of my bobbins. I've seen some people where they like to start farther over here, or they just put it in the middle, but I like doing this because then I can just start close and then I can move all the way back, and then I can try to keep it pretty even. So when you use the brand new leather cord, it has a tendency to slip around. So that's why I had washi tape on it earlier, but hopefully with these extra inches and I'm not fighting it, hopefully it won't slip around as much. But you can see, oh, all right, well, it snapped. Oh yeah, but see, when it goes this way, it slides, but then when it goes this way, it stays strong. So actually, since this snapped, I'm just gonna go get some new stuff. We're just gonna use new stuff, and then I'll just use this as measuring. All that explanation and everything for nothing. Let's see if I can figure out a different way so that we don't have this huge knot making problems for us. So this is the, what do they call it? Suede lace. I just get it from Hobby Lobby since I don't think the Michaels that I went to had it at the time, but yeah, so let's measure. And I'm gonna make this a few inches longer than what I did last time, just so then we don't run into the same issue. And it's going to feel like you have way, way, way more than you need. And that's okay. I could try to do a magic knot, I think this is called. I could try to do that and see if it's less bulky. And maybe this will stay. And it won't be as abrasive or as chunky. Seems like that's okay. Again, these scissors are so old. Okay. And if this isn't a magic knot, then please let me know, because I think it was Kelsey or someone, Passionate Kelsey. Someone kept on mentioning it, but they never showed how they did it. So I was trying to figure it out. And I think she said it once. And I was like, wait. So I had to pause and keep on going back, trying to watch it over and over again to try to figure out how to do it. It's a little bulky, but I think it's working. And if I need to get some more washi tape just to keep it in place while this is softening up, then that's fine. But yay, I'm excited that I fixed that, and it'll be ready to spin either today or tomorrow. So one of my goals for Tour de Fleece this year is to spin outside more, and also to spin in public and just find different places. That's one of the main reasons why I got the wheel that I did. I have the Q3 from Ashford. It is July 7th, so it's the third, fourth day of Tour de Fleece. And so far, I got my singles for the Brazilian Lemonade done, and then this is for Sailor Saturn. I'm trying to finish up my last 3 Sailor Moon yarns this week, if I can, before I leave. And so then next week I can wash them and I can make the videos, because those are going to come out later end of July, early August. If you guys have any questions about spinning or manga or just anything, please let me know, because I'm going to do 2 or 3 total vlogs for Tour de Fleece this year, just because I have like Sailor Moon Challenge going on. I'm going to be traveling later this month. There's a lot going on, and the new Spider-Man movie comes out, so I want to do another style study. If you saw my last video, I did the Sailor Moon style and also Tokyo Mew, but the next one I want to do is Spider-Man, making a Spider-Sona. I've always had so many different ideas, but I haven't ever put it down to paper, so I'm really excited. I think that'll be fun. And just for anyone curious, if you're wondering what is that sound, I have the a 2-stranded cake. So I have one ply that's coming off of, or one single that's coming off of the outside of it, and then the second one's coming from the inside. And then I just took some packaging and wrapped it around, and so this helps it so that the yarn doesn't just like crumple in on itself, because then it can make it really hard to get out. But at some point it'll come out, but I try to keep it in for as long as possible, so then it just helps to keep everything really nice and neat, and it doesn't like get knotted or tangled in on itself. The Sailor Saturn yarn is done. Now I just need to wash it and set it, but we're getting close. And then I went on vacation to Utah. So I wasn't able to bring my spinning wheel with me since we had limited space. But I absolutely loved our trip. It was beautiful. It was so hot though. The entire week it was ranging from the high 90s to the low 110s. So I was mostly inside of the house that we were staying at. But I wanted to share just some of the really beautiful landscape, and also a hike that I went on with some of my family members. We actually hiked up to 2 different waterfalls, and it was very difficult, but it was well worth it. And I have so many pictures of beautiful flowers or like moss on rocks or all these different things. And so I have a lot of inspiration for colors and textures for future yarns. But other than that, on our way back, we actually did the scenic loop of Red Rocks National Park. And that was really cool because my brother actually rock climbs there. And so it was fun to see some of the mountains that he climbs, and he was telling us about how long it takes to hike out there. So it was a really, really fun trip. And although I'm sad that it's done, I am excited to get back to spinning yarn. But that's going to be it for part 1 of my Tour de Fleece vlog. Stay tuned for part 2. That's going to be coming out at the end after Tour de Fleece is done. And I have a lot of yarn that I have to finish spinning. So yeah, just look forward to that. And I'll be posting more updates on my Instagram. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.